So the first two episodes of Murderbot are out, and I finally got around to watching them. I actually watched them twice, Friday night and Saturday, and yeah, so far it's a pretty good start to the show. I did have to go back and skim through the first book a little bit because they do they do kind of move some things out of order, not in a bad way, but they move some things out of order. They add a couple of extra scenes to kind of recontextualize stuff, which is perfectly fine. I did I did have to go back and skim the book specifically for the scene with Girthin of like I remembered a scene like that happening in the book, but it happened slightly differently. Uh, in the book, Murderbot goes with Mensa to investigate the area that the map isn't showing, and then later on, Murderbot and Girthin have kind of an interaction. It's a lot more physical, but it's still the scene. I'm assuming that's going to happen because again, but it is more of uh, to highlight the kind of they're they don't hate each other, but they also don't like each other, which is kind of an ongoing thing throughout some of the books. But yeah, other than that, it was a really good start to the show. It is a they did the first couple of chapters. I want to say the first two, but it was more of the first three chapters. So I think with it being 30-minute episodes, this season is just going to be book one. It might carry over into book two a little bit, but I can't really see them doing that because it would kind of leave it in a weird spot if they carried over into book two too much. My only real complaint was it's not really a complaint, but they made the Preservation Inc. kind of be a lot more what we think of as hippies. Like in the book, they're described as kind of, a hippie commune type thing, but it always kind of came off as they're more of people as we are right now. Because when you get into the larger universe, it's shown very much to be a very capitalist dystopia of everything is about making money. All of your data is taken and sold off to find any way that people can make money. And it always kind of preservation always kind of to me was like these are people that aren't capitalists. They care more about being a better society than just making money. They're basically the rest of the universe in the corporate rim, at least, is all about making money, and they're not. And the show kind of plays it up for comedy of what we think of as hippies is what they portrayed them as. Like, very free love, they're playing weird music, they're coloring the bass and everything. Whereas I always kind of just took it as they care more about people than they do about making a profit. But other than that, they did the other thing is they kind of changed Mensa's character a little bit. I don't like, even when I was skimming through the first book, I like her having panic attacks. I don't know if that was mentioned anywhere. Um, what I took her character as was she was very much a leader character. Like, she was very much like, okay, we need to solve this. We need to get it done. She always very much had her head on her shoulders of, like, okay, like, Murderbot seems to know what we need to do. We should probably listen to them. But yeah, it felt a little weird giving Mensa panic attacks. And, like, she still fights through one of them and is very much the hippie kind of, oh, it's so great that you're all working together. Like, in my mind, it was always Mensa was like, all right, we need to work together. And not the hippie, like, and kind of idea of, oh, it's so good, of just like, no, we need to do this or we're not going to survive. So they did kind of change her character a little bit. I don't know if that will have implications later on. But, yeah, it kind of, later on in the story, it very much her being I am in charge, I'm going to take responsibility for this in a good way, not I'm having a panic attack because I'm in charge and people are going to die. Like it very much it just feels like it might kind of change how her character reacts to what's coming. Like I said in my initial review of the trailer, I do love that we get to see into Sanctuary Moon, because it's mentioned many times in the books that like Murderbot is like, maybe I'm watching too much TV, but like we're shown exactly how they are reacting is based on what they're seeing in Sanctuary Moon and other shows. So, and I did love like that we're actually shown it. It's not just kind of like, oh yeah, hey, I remember watching this in this episode. It's like, no, we actually get to see Sanctuary Moon. And I did love and I don't know if it's kind of a dig, but people were complaining about the how Murderbot looks, how their armor looks. And in the beginning, when they're going through the different models, the one that they're initially shown is very similar to how Murderbot is shown on the cover of the book. So I thought it was pretty funny. I'm just like, oh no, we could give you this model, and they're like, oh no, maybe that's too much, and they go with the cheaper model, which is Murderbot. But I am very much looking forward to the rest of the season. If you look at the thumbnail for the third episode, I know very much what is going to happen. It's going to be, chances are going to be a very action-packed episode, unless they hold it out another episode. The one thing I get why they did it, I wish they hadn't shown that final little scene of the other base, because in the books you don't know what happened. Like, they radio them and it's just quiet, and then they go to meet them and they find out what happened. So I kind of wish it was left up for a surprise, whereas we're immediately shown like, oh yeah, no, they're all dead. Like, nope, they're dead. I think what I will do is I will, like with The Last of Us, is I'm gonna let the season finish. I'm gonna watch the whole season, and then yeah, I'll do a review of all of season 1, because I don't, especially 30-minute episodes, I don't like doing a review like episode to episode, because it feels like you don't get the full context of everything that is happening. So yeah, when the season is done, I believe there's going to be 10 episodes. I will do a full review on season 1. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to the rest of the season. Let me know what you thought of the first 2 episodes. Did you enjoy it? Did you find it boring? Are you looking forward to watching the rest of the show? So thanks for watching. See ya.